So let's take the first example and go to 2008. In 2008, during the financial crisis, right, if you owned a home here in Sao Paulo that was worth, say, $500,000, okay, and you had a mortgage, with interest, it was $1 million. That, pick a bank, say Wells Fargo, simple example, had all your information, correct? So your mortgage information was sitting in a database, two words that I'll stress a lot today, database, where they had your information. They took your mortgage, they packaged it, and they sold it to JP Morgan Chase for $3 million, right? By the way, anything I say here is all fact-based, so unlike the US election, I didn't say that out loud, did I? Sorry. You should check all this data, right? So your house now was sitting with the next bank, right? So 1.5 million, Wells Fargo to JP Morgan, they have it at 3 million because you're pooled with 5 other people. And then they sold it for 15 million to Lehman Brothers, right? Fair point? What's happening in this example? In this example, what's happening is what has happened for the last 50 years of technology evolution, which is her data is in a database that the bank had access to. They bastardized it, sent that data to another database that JP Morgan Chase has it, and then they did the same thing with Lehman Brothers. But reality is the truth of your mortgage kept changing hands because there was a database that a few people had access to. And by the way, if you were Wells Fargo and if you have been reading the news in the US, they were creating some fake accounts for her, right? Because they had access to her information in a database. When the markets collapsed, you lost your home. The banks survived. Some banks didn't. But you never had access to your information because you never were able to get to that database, okay? So it's a single-threaded transaction where I have your information, you keep giving me more information, but you don't have access, right? So in today's world, pretty much everything is a database, right? No matter what you do, and everything is a supply chain.